Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I love? Patreon.com/inkdependence, where patrons get access to a patron-only Discord, ad-free videos, and the joy of knowing they help support this channel. Hello folks, welcome to Inkdependence. I'm Mike, and this is a favorites video, which means that I am going through my Inkodex of inks, and I am picking out my favorites of a bunch of different categories, and today we have a real fun one for you, and it was actually very difficult for me to weed them out, because picking out my favorite top 5-ish of Weirdo inks, that's not easy. I love a weird ink. You give me a weird ink, I'm a happy guy, and I have a lot of these, so I have done it for you. So here are my top 5-ish Weirdo inks for 2023. All right, first up, this is Diamine Music Series Handel, and I don't know what color this is supposed to be. It's kind of a, I don't know, kind of a maroonish, kind of a burgundy. It's got green sheen. It looks kind of brownish sometimes. It's a weirdo ink, and I really like using this one. So yeah, Diamine Handel, extremely cool. Check that one out. Next up, Laban Aphrodite. This is one of their Greek god series, and it's kind of a brown pink, I guess, kind of a Corinth sort of pink, I've heard. Really interesting color, a joy to write with. I like it a whole lot. Laban Aphrodite gets in the Weirdo Ink top 5s. Next up, one of my all-time favorites, it turns out, is Pannonia Draculea, which is perfect for the spooky season it came out in 2022. This is sort of a brick red ink, but it's also mixed in like this super fine black nano pigment that you can see hanging out in here. It's kind of like a shimmer, except it's like an anti-shimmer. This is a black pigment, and it doesn't mix into the ink. It just hangs out in there like a shimmer. And it looks really cool. I didn't really get any in this, which is weird because usually you get a whole bunch of the black shimmer in there. But this is an ink that has not left my pen in probably 2 years now because it is just super good. Always works great, never clogs up. I think the best of these nano pigment inks is Pannonia Draculea. Really nice. This is Colorverse Dark Energy, and kind of like Handel, I just don't know what color this heckin' thing is. It's kind of brownish, kind of maroonish, kind of, I don't know, hippopotamus colored, but it's got this green sheen over the top. Dark Energy is giving me all kinds of Weirdo ink vibes, and I really like it. So that one goes in the top 5 for Weirdo inks here. All right, now this next one is kind of cheating, but I just went ahead and picked a whole category because these are kind of singular. These are the Kala Neon series, and nothing else is quite like these. I don't think there are any other inks that will hit sort of the neon notes that you get from these. So we have Kala Foxy Neon Pink. I mean, look at this thing. It is so pink. It is searing. These are pigmented inks, and they are pretty rad. Dude, Kala Skinny. It doesn't get more fluorescent yellow than that. Like, it just doesn't. Fluorescent Orange from Neon Joy. Neon Peace Out, which is one of the things I like to say. This is a weirdo, like shiny, glistening green. We've got Groovy here, which is a neonish purple. We've got Boogie here, which is actually the tamest of the group, maybe. And then lastly, Dig It. It's supposed to be neon red, but that ain't red. I don't even know what color that is, but it's real cool. And these kind of go in the Weirdo series. They're not all amazing out of fountain pens. Sometimes you want a dip pen to really get the action, like this one from the Neon Yellow. And Dude can be a little bit light out of a fountain pen, it seems, but these are really pretty rad and very weird inks that have I think should have a place in your collection. Get yourself a sample. That's what I did, and they are fun to mess with, so check them out, the neons. All right, now there is one honorable mention, and that is this one. Don't adjust your TVs. This is that's the color. This is Birmingham Pen Co.'s Monotonic. Now, is this an ink? Technically, yes. Probably technically no. This is essentially a not ink. So it is all the ink stuff except for the dyes or whatever that would make it a color. So it is just clear. You can use this for all kinds of things. I found you can use it to, if you have a cartridge that you're putting in a pen, you can dip the nib in this first or put a couple of drops in the feed, and it will sort of give that ink a pathway, and it will make your cartridge start a whole lot faster. It'll be kind of light to begin with, but it wears through pretty quickly, this monotonic. You can also use it to sort of dilute an ink a little bit. I wouldn't add too much or it'll get too like dry on you. You're not gonna like it. There are ink wetters that'll wetten an ink, but so like dilute it just a little bit. It's just kind of an interesting thing. If you want to like dip a new pen in something to see how the nib feels on paper with the lubrication of ink on it, you can use this instead of an ink. Then you don't have to clean your pen. It'll be fine. So really interesting product. But yeah, for an ink, weird. I promise I did put some on this paper. You just can't see it. Weird, right? All right, there you go. There's my top 5-ish weirdo inks: Handel, Aphrodite, Dracula, Dark Energy, all of these neons, and then monotonic. So really weird stuff here. You can't figure out what color they are exactly. That's the point, and I like it. All right, that's it. I will see you in another video. Until next time, peace out, dude.